can see the surprise in my face when that worked.
We did a thing. I think it worked. Look, we're there.
The stream's probably off.
We're here. The full screen.
Hello, welcome to STONXCAST Series 2. We're doing it properly this time. I assume people can hear us. If we can't, I'm sorry.
This is James. I'm
Hello.
Ollie. Hello, everybody. I hope you've been having a good week.
I managed to summon some enthusiasm for that.
Oh, we literally...
We were in reverie just before. As the stream, we had a countdown on the screen, and it was the worst thing you can do to yourself psychologically before anything. I nearly had 8 breakdowns at once. I've not had a haircut either.
It was quite an ordeal. I don't know why. Those NASA guys, when they got their time of counter, that was shit.
Why would you even need to know? You don't want to know when that was taken off. Like,
was
you just
scary,
leave that
guys.
to the gods. Anyway,
we're here.
Oh yeah, look,
we've had a couple.
Delayed.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Anyway.
We've got people. Hello, everybody. We got Rich. We got Morph. We got the Mighty Atom.
There he is.
And we've got Oven Casey. Who's this one? I've seen your face. I can't remember the who we have. Is it Brat? It might be Brat.
Hello.
Yeah, we've had a couple of weeks off. We've had some busy times. We had the 12-hour stream. No, it was 9-hour stream.
Yeah.
Last week. You were away having some nice respite.
Yeah, I went and sat in a field and swore at social media programs instead, which was actually genuinely as cathartic as it could have been.
Sounds good. And yeah, there's been a good bit of news that we've missed. There's been a load of free VSTs. We've had a load of God knows what's been going on.
I haven't actually compiled that many of them, but there have been loads. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
Some things haven't changed.
So what else have we been up to? We've had
loads of stuff going on.
Yeah, we've been smashing the YouTube. We've got Tutorial Central now. We're slowly getting through the manual.
Creeping up on that 1,000 mark on the YouTube. We're like 360 now.
Yeah, nearly 400.
The Instagram is growing. We now have 235, so that finally worked. There you go. They shut the door down. They wait until a minute in the stream, and just like that, we are single men. Sorry, apologies for in-jokes. We were trying to get the missuses out of the studio area, and obviously they needed to talk about shoes. So what can you do? You just got to let these things happen, man.
So yeah,
I bet no one else heard it.
No, probably not. So look, we've got this whole full screen thing. Like usually we're down in the bottom corner and they've got a load of shit. I quite like this.
It feels better. We can see ourselves. I know what's going on in the chat.
Yeah.
Rich, if you get a chance, put how much is lagging for you in the chat so we know. Maybe we fix that too. It could just be a run.
Yeah, I got a text from earlier saying that last week it worked. So I think lowering that bit rate and stuff seems to have done some thing.
Lower that bit rate, get them people on board.
Yes,
right.
boy. So, I've got some macros here so we can do shit now.
We got notes.
We got notes. We know what we're doing. So, do you want to go first with the free VSTs or should we do the news? How do you want to roll it?
I mean, realistically, yeah. Let's get on with the VSTs.
Let's do the VSTs. Right, the VST button is 2.
Right.
So, do you want to press the 2?
Is this how we make sure we don't back it up?
Yeah, press 2.
Right, launching VST mode. Hello, and welcome to the new free VST section.
But it's on the news section, we still fucked it.
Just chill out. It's fine, they're nice. Right, anyway, so I've been looking through the usual suspects. Not laggering, buffering.
Give me shit at all. Whee!
And we didn't
Apart from the clipping there.
Yeah. We didn't fire any phantom power down the mic at everyone either.
And we have 2 mics now.
We've got 2 mics, so you might even know what's happening. I don't know. I honestly don't know how you watched the last series. But thank you. I realise that I'm looking at the chat and shouting at it, and I need to be looking at the...
yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that all last week. It's
Hello,
fine.
I am from England. We are shit. Right, so, Bedroom Producer blog. I like what they're doing at the moment, because they're branching out and they're doing a bit more of their own stuff. So if you have a look at this, they've done an analog kicks package, which should...
Sir Oswald is in the chat.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm assuming that's Oz.
Yeah. Oh, I guess so.
So Bedroom Producer blog are, they're very, very, very good people at sorting you out with all the freeware and stuff and keeping you away from cracking as well. That's part of the service they're offering, isn't it?
It's great.
So we love Bedroom Producer blog. Their Insta only has like a small number of people, so I shouted out to them, but I don't know if it's actually their Insta or not. So they'll hopefully... But yeah, we love you, we thank you for all the content that we share. Anyway, they've done an analog kicks sample pack.
Cool.
So 200 kick drums that were sampled from the following 6 analog synthesizers and drum machines. So you got a Moog, Minotaur, you've got loads of the basics, so drum brute, impact and stuff like that. Some mainstays of that kind of world.
Yeah.
So I really like this, and as it's BPD, I always say BPD and it's BPB. Sorry. This is STONXCAST where we correct ourselves. So BPB yeah, they basically haven't put a price on this. They've said pay what you want, but it's going to be one of the few things where I actually am going to pay, like, I might give them 30 quid or 40 quid or something, because, like, the dude behind this, or whoever it is behind it, the dude or lady or whatever, has given us so much content to talk about. And
yeah,
like,
I don't think it's a big team. I think it's a big team,
I think it seems to be...
It's like a little passion project.
Yeah, a little grassroots thing that's just taking legs, and it's really nice to see that they're now branching out to doing their own sort of stuff, because people obviously trust in their brand so much. So big shout out to BPB. Go and have a look at this. It's just basically loads of...
Maybe that's why you got... That's why it was the wrong Instagram, because you're looking at BPD.
Oh, mate, maybe... But wait, have I just looked at a misspelled... That could be it. That could be it. It's always possible that I am wrong. Anyway, yeah, so have a look at this. This is great. I really like this. Obviously, you can... If you're totally skin, I don't think they're going to hate up on you. I mean, the way they word it is quite nice. So... When they're like, you can pay what you like.
That's like our whole band pack is pay what you like.
So they even say at the end, they're like, enter zero as the price to download for free. So like they take you through that. They're not being too like heinous on it. So that's really nice of them. I really respect this website and
they're all
everything
royalty
they do.
free, because that's one of the things you've got to check out when you're getting these.
Oh, there's a big knob there.
Packs.
Have we looked at that big knob? I think we have. It's minus 81% now. Should we have a quick look? Go on. We love a freeform gander on this show. Yeah, we did look at this, but it's even cheaper now.
Before you leave that, it is important when you're looking at free sample packs and things that they are actually royalty free. It did say that. Yeah,
so it's good that they list them. There are a lot
of places that
you can get
sell you sample packs that you can't actually use.
Yeah, yes, it does happen, and it still happens today. Actually, like you would have thought it would have been kind of behaviour that had been rooted out by now, but unfortunately not. This is 11 quid, and I think it's like was it like it's a saturation overdrive, but it's got a huge ting to make you happy. So yeah, that's $11.95. And I like Plugin Boutique. What I'll do is I'll get to the end of these tabs and I'll have a quick look at the deals on Plugin Boutique as well.
Yeah. So at the moment, the big one is their RX Elements free.
I've got this in a
cool.
little.
And have you found
tabby.
their cheapest thing? There's the Aurora Gem thing, that bass plugin.
No.
Oh no!
We'll find it on the cast. It's fine. Just chill out. Right. So yeah, I'll have a look for that, and we'll find you what the cheapest product is that you can do with that. So but it'll basically just be the cheapest product.
I'll shut up and leave it to him.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. I mean, honestly, I'm not downloading. You're here to release. Okay. Here to release what? Show us. So yeah, this is Boost X. I like the look of this just because I like.
What does it boost?
This thing. It's a saturation overdrive, so it's harmonic boosting, isn't it? Yeah.
Just boosts everything.
Isotope are consistently sorting everyone out. So I love RX-7. I recently did.
I think it is Brat. It's here for the ASMR manual voice. So, sorry, we'll just totally go off topic again. Once I finish the tutorial series, I'm going to cut out all of the manuals and just release it as all of the manual sections.
Yeah.
Release it as ASMR for before.
I like this.
For audio professionals to sleep to. Let's just have me talking about the manual in your ear.
Basically, I mean, I should let you take over from now with the professional voice, really, shouldn't I? Because, I mean, honestly, I sound like someone beat up a public school boy. So, yeah, this is free on Plugin Boutique, so this is part of they've usually got some kind of free software, so one time it was Reason Lite. This time it's RX-7. RX-7 is Isotope's audio fixer-upper. Yeah, it's its audio restoration suite, and these are the elements. I can't 100%. I'm sure you see. I'm trying to work out if I've been being super stupid. And I just whistled when I spoke there, which is just awful. I'm so sorry. So sorry for everyone who came for the professional voice while I just whistle like a kettle. I might do it more though. I've got RX-7 elements, and I don't have all of this, and I've never loaded it in this screen. I've only ever used like little standalones. And
yeah, the declicker, the de-esser.
Yeah. And I'm confused, so I don't know if I just haven't looked at it properly, but yeah, it may well be.
Yeah, because it should be the same as Neutron and Ozone, where you get your strip that everything loads into.
Yeah, well then.
Yeah, mine's the same.
I'm not very
actually.
Quick. Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's just the standalone?
No, but I might just be doing the same stupid thing as you.
Well, maybe it's you as well. It's right. So basically, Ollie and I, after all of this, 20 years experience, we can't actually use plugins. We can't use plugins, so that's something to take away from the first
this is why
episode.
I'm reading the manual. No point lying about it.
Yeah, we're trying to learn.
It's too easy though, isn't it, man? Like, You just get used to what you do. You press your buttons, you make your noises, you get on with it. You don't actually know how anything works.
I know. I'm a terrible one for that as well. I'll get myself into a right mess and I'll never be able to reverse engineer it. But so RX-7 Elements, as we just veer off subject continuously, is I don't know why that's in euros, to be honest, but it's about 111 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
That's how they usually put them on. This is free with any purchase at the moment, and the best thing to do with any of the Elements things is they give you the cheaper upgrades to the standard.
Yeah, just like wait a couple of months and the RX-7 upgrade will be out.
However, I have now been waiting for 3 months, and Isotope have put every single other product that they do on sale except the RX-7 Elements, and then I think I missed something with Neutron as well somehow. I don't know why. So yeah, unideal for me, but great for you if you want some free audio restoration.
So to get this, I found the cheapest thing the other day for about £1 something. It's the Aurora Gem or something like that. If you have a look.
Oh, cool! You did the work for me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. Oh, I'll put my coffee down. We'll have a
look. Go on to old
plug-in
boutique, and I think it was like called the Aurora Gem, and it's a bass amp sim. It's an amp sim.
Well, I've
pig
not managed to do that. Might move a little bit closer to the... What am I actually now doing?
Just keep punching the keyboard.
Just keep mashing the keyboard. Just anxiety, kids. Anxiety. What have I done? What's happening? Oh, God.
Yeah, second word.
Take over, man. Take
it's all right.
over from me. Right.
Boom. So I think it was like the Aurora Gem or something like Aura Gem.
I don't think you've ever told me the name of something and it'd be right.
Nah.
Yeah, there you go. Right, how do you spell aura? Like,
just try that one. If not, then just go to software.
Wait, shall I just try Gem?
Yeah.
I love that we do all this on the stream.
Yeah, starts from £1.60. Audified.
Audified Sveen.
Sveen. It has a picture of a gem. Like,
all right.
Go fuck yourself.
Does that look like the turtle logo?
Nah, yeah, kind of. It's also just like a triangle. It also looks like a Triforce.
Well, when I'm leaning down, that's a terrible angle. Look at that. I look like... What's going on with the hair?
We can't see the screen. Oh, what? Oh, what? You pressed the fucking thing.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, no. So we should now have to press what button? 2 for FreeVST, and it's going to do the intro again. So you hit the number.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, guys. We'll work these out.
So that's because of the macros. When he was punching the keyboard.
I didn't mean to.
It appears that we pressed a macro. So yeah, we'll try and sort that out a bit better.
At least Aaron's enjoying himself, to be honest. Honestly, as long as we can get a few cheap laughs out of this, we don't have to close down the entire business. Sorry about that. It's usually my fault. I had a moment, and we're on Sveen High game-based module.
Yep, Neutron is free. We'll get there in a sec. I think you'll get there in a sec. Have you got that up?
No, but I will now.
Did you not know that? Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I know.
I just didn't want to tell him.
What happened, right? Okay, so let me explain. What happened was I was doing my tabs, and then Ollie had to set up the macros, and I didn't get back in the chair until...
Yeah, I was like an hour late as usual, and I had to set up all the new shit.
That wasn't his fault. That wasn't Ollie's fault either. Anyway.
£1.69 for the Spleen LE.
Yeah, the Sveen LE, which is a high game base module. Should we look what it actually does?
Yeah. I suppose you have to buy it.
Oh, sorry, this is essentially... It's not often that you get things that are centred towards metal, but this is for metal mixer and mastering, so this is for getting, I guess, some of that real...
Good, like, basic
harsh, slappy kind of bass. Yeah, smart tone shaping, fits today's metal subgenres, what, all like
gent.
8 million of the... Yeah, it just makes gent, doesn't it? 20 years of modelling experience, and then someone brought out gent, and we have one thing to do.
But yeah, for £1.96 you can get RX Elements, which is like 111 quid worth of stuff. So
hey, look, we've done 30 seconds in the chat where no one's told us that we're doing anything wrong. Sometimes you just got to run off hate.
Oh yeah,
like the audience have got to hate you a little bit. Right.
So yeah, that's the best way to get RX.
Yeah, so this is the best way to get RX, and then you will hopefully get. You can take your pick of whichever one's coming up on. Isotope seem to have a constant rolling sale on their cross grades and upgrades. I think they just were one of the companies that looked at the situation and was like, how much money do we have? And loads.
We have enough.
Oh, okay. We'll put loads of things on sale.
I mean, everyone's still got their free trials, like Ableton, Logic. They've got like all of their suite, their max things are still up for like 90-day free trials. FabFilter, FabFilter the whole time. If you could be using the whole FabFilter bundle now, still for free.
Yeah.
So it's not really yours; it's a trial. But
FabFilter's so kind to your CPU, man.
But Isotope have actually just been fucking giving their shit away,
Yeah,
which is
so
great.
let's go on to, as if one bit of this was planned at least, an isotope bit. Oh wait, no, that's just the
You already
unplug-in.
did.
Oh no, I just got onto this then. Right, there's a
Grab it,
waves,
grab it.
there's a waves plugin that's going for free.
Volume leveler.
So max volume leveler. Now
Max volume leveler.
max volume leveler. So we're in mid-August already.
Cheers, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Honestly, well, I need that. I have crushing mental health issues. Honestly, those are the things that keep me alive. Right, so
Doing okay.
so we're in mid-August already.
It's all right.
How we got here, I don't know.
Jeez. It's March. This only came out the other day, didn't it? That was in March.
Waves of, they're usually doing I hyperventilated myself for like 2 seconds, and I'm genuinely nearly passing out on camera. I'm having to bring myself like back.
Jesus, calm.
Right, so yeah, this is courtesy of Waves Audio, while we both have a breakdown. Max Volume is a volume leveler plug-in. I'm not having great luck with that word today. Developed by Waves. It's completely free until the end of August. So
add it to your Waves user account, the Waves Central.
So what is it, like a maximizer? Is it like, does it just is it like a compressor?
It performs all essential dynamic processes.
Oh, that's really kind of it. Nice. So and yeah. So they're bringing this into it as well. So Waves are always doing like 40% off, and if you do 2 plugins, you get like another one free. If you do 3 plugins, you get 2 free or something.
Nice.
So a lot of these, it's funny, isn't it? Because for a while I was like, all companies, like, I have a problem with all of them, and I think I still have a problem with the actual structure, but they're within the sort of music tech game, there seems to be a lot of companies that are at least trying to do something within the confines of capitalism.
Well, they know that no one's going to buy their shit now. And if there's an entire year of people not buying plugins, their companies are ruined. Yeah. So at least if they give 40% away, at least people are still talking about Waves.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's a play for relevance as well, but it's really nice that the consumer benefits, because a lot of times you see a play for revenue and the consumer ends up or people die.
Yeah, straight up.
Villages, water systems. I can't get that one off my head, even in season 2. Not that I ever explained it. So yeah, this does.
Can this be used to level audio from multiple sources? Can it? I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Go and take the mouse for a bit. Do a bit of scroll me. I'm getting the RSI.
I can't even find where the fucking mouse is.
Ollie doesn't even use a mouse like this. Sorry, I've just thrown this on you in the middle.
Sounds good. How does it work? The middle part with the big orange bar is the leveler, which sets the overall dynamic. The compressor consistent of 2 parts, low level and high level sections. These functions much like a regular compressor. The low level comp brings up the quieter bits, while the high level one's responsible for reining in loudness. Plugin also features auto makeup, gain feature, fixed ratio, although I wasn't able to track down exactly what that is. Fine. System bar allows for undo, redo, A/B functionality. Seems like it'd be good for an entry level compressor, and it's free. Separating standard compressor to distinct levels could be useful. It could be useful.
Yes, that's the new
learning tool for a beginner, although I'm afraid it might come off as a bit obtuse.
That's the new type of useful, by the way, branded by BPB.
Useful.
It is e-useful. It is useful and on the internet.
So, can it take multiple inputs? Doesn't say that it can.
I wonder what the best way to find out. Just to Google the exact phrase. Waves, loudness, leveler, multiple input capability.
Looks like it's just basic compressor, really. That's all they're saying about it.
With a bit of fluff.
With a bit of fat. So.
Well, fair enough. We don't know. Well, let's see if we can find out. I'll do it. I'll at least.
Don't hit the macros.
Oh, can you do it? Can you just honestly?
What am I Googling?
I've had like 7 cups of coffee.
What was it called?
So Waves leveler,
max leveler, multiple
input
inputs.
capability. Yeah. So anything that looks close.
I mean, I suppose finding their website would be the most information you'd get from it.
Possibly. Oh look, there's no information on it.
Or did you one convenient? It pretty much says exactly what the other thing said.
Yeah.
Tech specs. No. Oh, in depth. That's probably no. That's just features.
I'll tell you what. We can play this back. Can you guys do us a favour and do a bit of research while we crack on?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Otherwise, they'd bang on about it a bit more, I reckon.
Yeah. It might be a mentioned effect, but we can't confirm or guarantee
confirm.
Or deny. I don't know why I got that bit wrong as well. I might be having a constant brain bleed throughout this show.
Right, what's this?
I don't really. It's really funny. I don't care about. I'm really sorry for anyone who makes ambient music because I totally get it, but I'm just not clever enough. I'm just not.
I get too bored.
I'm not sophisticated enough. Yeah,
I get too bored.
Like it's a lot like really high level art for me. Unfortunately, I'm just not. I spend most of my time just thinking about like butt jokes and stuff. So like it's.
I even find your lo-fi stuff boring.
Yeah,
It just needs to change. I'm like change over time for me. If like 2 seconds goes past and something ridiculous hasn't happened, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that's because Ollie wants all his fucking drum and bass tunes to sound like a Dillinger Escape Plan song.
Well, yeah, Sixth were my favourite band. I can't deny that.
It's just transferable stuff, man. Although a lot of Sixth would be transferable into drum and bass. Anyway.
So what's this for then? Ambient stuff.
Right, Quiet Music, who I think I got a free thing off them a little while ago. I just recognised the name and I knew it was nice. I like ambient plugins.
Mix the inputs first, i.e. group it, and then let the plugin do the levelling.
I put it to you, the mighty Atom, that maybe you're just sophisticated and don't know. I think you're very sophisticated.
I would agree.
You strike me as a man of great sophistication.
Does it sidechain?
I don't like to see you talk yourself down in the chat.
I don't know if it sidechains
Woof.
actually.
I'm going to bring that back. That was like a good Rick Mail thing from Lord Flashheart when he just used to stop things. Woof! There's not much like quintessential British humour I like, but Flashheart's got it.
Accidental ambient. I love a bit of accidental ambient.
So apparently when this guy was a kid, you're learning a bit about the BPB, man. When this guy was a kid, he used to have a CD of dolphin sounds. I don't know what specific cult my parents are into. He's actually quite funny, but I remember loving the things. So
does this give us dolphin sounds?
There you go. So it's pads and textures made with Behringer's DeepMind synth, which Behringer, I think, this is now going to become talking about Behringer. Cool. Behringer are sort of like really like making a mark for themselves again now, aren't they? Because they're doing all those legacy synth hardware emulations that apparently are just really
actually good, yeah.
And they're still selling them at like Yuri Behringer price. Yeah. Like, what do you want? Music.
I think we mentioned it before last time we talked about Behringer, but I was confusing the level. Oh, there's another thing that Rich was saying, how to balance multiple audio source playlists. Check that in a sec. Yeah, Behringer, which is before we end up going here, there and everywhere. Yeah. When I was first getting into the guitar stuff and I was like going up to Denmark Street and I was looking at like the Boss distortion pedals and all this stuff, like 60, 80, 120 quid for pedals. And then I'm like going online, I find, what's this company Behringer? They're selling pedals for £8.
Yeah.
And I just bought them all. I literally bought them all. I bought the phaser, I bought the delay, I bought distortion, I bought the overdrive. I just had like 20,
and
30
they all
pedals.
Do it.
And it then meant I didn't have to spend thousands of pounds, and I knew, okay, yeah, I want a better distortion.
Well, that's a good thing to do with plugins. So there's some, I think they're called SoundSpot plugins.
A CD, yes. Dolphin things were sold on CDs.
What is CD?
It could have been a
CD,
dolphin
I believe
vinyl.
it was the weapon of the ancient dolphinistic people. It was a shuriken kind of thing that actually became very, very, very fast just through water. Or something. Shows just what's going on in my head.
Yeah, you're just saying, same with plugins,
So yeah, this is nice
stuff.
pads and times. So I'm too, I like ambient sometimes, but it has to be like a filler in an album. I can't do a whole thing of it. But what I really like is ambient sounds.
Ambience.
Yeah, I like ambiance.
Ambiance.
See, look, we're sophisticated. Everyone's sophisticated here. That was a horrible accent. A French person
Everybody's sophisticated, yeah.
I always feel like if you tried to do that, one of your eyes should just like fall down. Anyway, as we go on, so this
is the kind of thing that I'd imagine I'd use in place of absinthe, because I literally use absinthe just to grab a bunch of dirty sounds and I make drum and bass on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, not dirty sound, nice sound.
Absinthe is the soundscape maker, isn't it? So this would be a
good free version of just getting some of that nice.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll have a look at this when I
press
eventually.
Play and hopefully we won't get banned.
Oh yeah, hopefully it's the right volume as well. Let's have a look.
I don't think I actually put an input for us to capture it, so no one will hear it.
Right, should we stop?
Let's just pretend that never happened.
Should we do it on camera? Should we put the input in on camera?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's alright. We'll just leave it then. Listen to it yourselves. I was honestly surprised that the podcast I listened to didn't show me any of the sounds related to the plugins.
We'll add it next week.
Yeah, it's all right. Sorry about
Add it
that.
in post.
Yeah. Can we? Oh no, because it goes straight to the YouTube, doesn't it? So
There is no post.
I'm just trying to think. Is there any way? Let's bang it out the speakers. It's not going to ruin everyone's day, is it?
No, hold on. Look, I'll press the right button over here. Let me see if I can do it.
I believe in you.
Add.
We're doing this for you guys. We don't want to
Audio-
sacrifice the quality of the
Audio
podcast.
input.
Of the
It's not
stream.
that. It's
It's audio output capture is what I had maybe before.
Oh well, that's not what I just pressed.
Apparently neither one of us can use the computer today.
Audio output capture. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Click
that usually is just like
Default.
and then go focus. No, wait. Focus? Yeah.
Let's just see.
Right.
Oh yeah. Look, they can hear it. We
Well,
can't.
we can't. We've got the speakers. Power of 2.
I don't even know where your buttons are, boy. Like a fucking 12-year-old the first time. Oh, so what we got?
I don't know, any stereo effects we lost all us. Fuck it. It's on the other side. You're making it so much harder for yourself.
That's why I'm failing.
There you go.
That's quite nice. Sounds like
Oh,
Burton.
yeah, it's nice. It was worth it in the end. How's the volume on the YouTube for you guys? It's a maximum, so there's literally nothing we can do about it.
It looks like it's slightly louder than us, so.
That's fine. That's fair.
Yeah, I could sleep to this.
Yeah.
I could put some drum and bass on top of this.
This would bring me back from when I've been rocking in the bathtub.
I'm honestly surprised how quickly I can come up with pleasing results. Genuinely
So,
calming.
yeah,
no, it is genuinely calming. isn't it?
Yeah, we'll take a look. We should get in on your mum's yoga business. We should
Yeah,
get a bit of the old
fucking
Pam Barrett on this, and we're like, oh, we can make bring all that for them.
Don't make D&B's this.
Okay. By the way, literally, if someone mentions something,
We do it.
usually we'll just do it. Like we've incredibly massive impulse control issues. Like, right. Anyway,
Yeah, I
you
can dig that. I'm
yeah.
actually just going to make my mum
and it's
some
filled
music
up a really good bit in my segment as well because I.
Boom.
So yeah, this.
Yeah,
is
nice
free.
bit of liquid to that. Totally.
Yeah. So. I'd get the high what I'd do is I'd have like multiple side chains to that, so it's pulling it loads of different ways, get a bit of the old choke on it, get a bit of the staccato.
Yes,
That'd be
yes.
lovely. Occasionally I like to talk like I know what I'm talking about actually.
Don't forget we've got the Neutron that's free as well.
Yes. The Neutron.
El Neutron.
But what the guy seems to be focusing on this one is how easy it appears to use.
STONXCAST don't do levels. Save it for season 3.
STONXCAST don't do levels.
Look, if we did everything perfect at the beginning, there'd be no room for improvement.
Honestly, with the amount of time we actually ended up with to prepare, I'm surprised the audio was on.
You tell it was on before I got here, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, I did a bit of pre-work instead of just sitting around just thinking about death.
Freaking out. Alright, so what we got? What else we got?
Cool. Next.
This is the fun part of the section.
So I think it was 808 day the other day.
It was, and I think that was 808 day when I was doing my live stream,
Yeah.
and someone told me to use 808, so I just told him, it was like, nah.
I'll tell you what, actually, just quickly,
Nah,
this
don't-
is a well
nah,
good
it's
excuse to get out. If anyone wants to buy me these trainers, please. I will pop. I may suck. Hang on, it's on the cards. That what?
They're gone now.
It's just as soon as you put the stream on, innit? You just don't. None of those are the ones I was looking at, lads. None of them. These ones. I think it was these ones. Oh, I like these. Can someone buy me these, please?
That's pretty awesome.
These, like, if just any, honestly, like,
They don't look very comfortable though. I need shoes to come above my ankles.
that's because you're just.
High tops. What about them high tops?
I was gonna. Yeah, well, the high tops are nice. Are they Roland as well? Is there like an Adidas Roland one? The Adidas Roland.
TR808.
If it's a concept trainer, God, I wish that was more than. Should we just look at sick trainers? For,
We did this
become
in
a-
this season 1.
Yeah, we're back on subject. So
Sinclair Spectrum pumps, yes.
yes. So
Got a free 808.
Yoshinosuke Horiyuchi.
That
That's
wasn't too bad.
not bad actually. I thought I'd really going to mess that up. Has released SC808, a freeway 808 drum machine emulation powered by the. Do you have any
Super
sort of like
collider.
history or lineage? You're quite good with this stuff about the 808 that you could add to this.
No, not really. I don't
Okay.
really. No.
I was
I mean,
kind of gunning you. You're just gonna say no.
It was the sound of the time.
Yeah, it was
That
80s.
is- yeah,
when it was prominent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
one
like-
of the 80s drums.
the main used synthesized
Yeah.
drum machine.
Rich should pop out in the chat because like he's well into his like he makes 80s sort of cheese, doesn't he? So like.
Poppy stuff. The thing is,
Yeah.
that was. I think a lot of.
By the way,
people,
cheese wasn't a derogatory
No,
statement
no.
on the music. It's a specific.
I think a
kind
lot of
thing.
people still layer 808s into their drums. It's still
I do.
very It's
Yeah,
still
I
a
do.
very
Well, what a lot of people do is they have 808 sections. So like a lot of pop songs these days, they'll have like a normal like dry beat, and then it will go into like a rolly 808 thing in the middle of it.
And not many YouTube videos do levels either, especially those talking about audio. See, it's not just us.
It's a curse.
We don't want to.
I'll tell you what it is. It's exactly the same curse as like if you meet any really high-ranking chefs or like I've not met like Gordon Ramsay, but the best chefs I've met. It's like, what do you eat? It's like Foster's and crisps. So what do you cook the missus? Fuck off.
If you're cooking all day, you're not going to do it when you get
And I
home.
was a chef for quite a while, and I used to get home and just eat K cider. So it's the same thing. So
Good cheese, nutty cheese. Rich said he makes good cheese, nutty cheese.
I'm really confused. This is just like it gets all existential.
Why
So
is
it's
there
like
something
powered by
rather
the
than
Super
nothing?
Collider coding platform. Why is there something rather than nothing? Can we really experience anything objectively?
Do we have
we
free
have
will,
free
or is it morally determined?
What? Bleeding neck, mate. I just
want drums.
I want to make some rhythms. You're trying to break my conscience. I don't want to pierce the veil like. Oh, well, I do. Oh God.
So what sets this apart? Go down
How
a
many
bit
different? Hang on. Why does it? It gets back on subject well quickly. I love that. Why is there something rather than nothing? Can we really experience everything objectively? Do we have free will, or is morality deterministic? How many different sources for 808s are too much?
Well, these are just some of the problems that plague the modern mind.
Also, I think it'd be impossible to level this podcast because I get gradually like louder as I realise that like people aren't like giving us death threats in like, the comments. I get a bit more confident.
You could just do mic control and get closer and further, but then you just look like
I
this on the
do,
screen.
because no, but that's Ollie. Ollie, I do that. That's what I'm doing the entire time in the stereo field. I'm like, I don't. Oh no, I was gonna. Oh no, you can't make that joke on a podcast.
Yeah, we should get a limiter. We should get a limiter or a compressor. That would actually do it, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, we could use some like music. Honestly, like does Morph? He doesn't do music tech. Like it's not his main gambit, is it?
No.
He is just a better human than
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
that's the
like,
one.
he's like- yeah, thanks, Morph. We'll try that actually on the next one. You can load plugins into VSTs as well. My stroke. Hey, you can load plugins into OBS.
And we do own compressors.
And we do own. Yeah, we own a lot.
And there is a free compressor on this podcast.
We could use the free compressor on the podcast, and then yeah. I mean, okay.
We use the podcast to fix the podcast.
Yeah, it's a self-fixing. It's like Skynet.
Okay, we'll get there.
Anyway, the non-music knows. Oh, the non-muso knows. I'm also going blind.
Oh, this is tiny.
Oh, I thought it was all the methanol I drank in the dark times.
Probably. Oh, deep breath. Free 808s.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is a free, nice 808.
Where's the link for it? Because we've not done that bit yet.
It's here. It's a bunch
It's
long.
somewhere.
As you can see, BPB went into this in quite a lot of detail that we're not going to go. I've gone too far.
Usually.
Here we go. So, alright, it's his Patreon, is it? So you can download it
The
from Patreon.
core of it's free. You can download it from the Patreon page. Install it.
You get an advanced
fix your
version
dog.
as well. Full tuning. Oh, that's quite
So
cool.
there's the link to his Patreon's there. So
You get some of the Moog filters.
nice.
So that's cool. So yeah, nice one, Yoshinasuke Horiuchi. I thought I'd just give that another go to see if
That's
that...
not too bad.
So can't pronounce any English word today, and just a Japanese comes, I just say it like a native. Someone Japanese is going to watch this. I don't think I sounded like a native.
I'm pretty sure they would find that funny.
Unless it's a native of Watford.
Right, more. What else we
Anyway,
got?
I don't know. It's probably nearly the end, mate. So I'd look at this. What's in the news on Synth Anatomy? Then we'll have a quick look.
And don't forget, we've got the Neutron 3, which is free.
Yeah. So
I'll just keep reminding you like 10 times till you show it.
is that the Elements? That's free.
Yeah, Neutron Elements 3.
Shall I just do, shall I do that now before I forget?
N3.
Is it on Plugin Boutique?
Yes.
I thought I hit a macro button. Is everything alright?
Everything's okay.
Okay. I just looked across and just palmed the bastard.
I think it's N3. Oh, don't type this. No.
What?
No. You go to where you were going. I was trying to think of what the code is.
Oh. Okay.
N3 Mix ERE, I think, or N3 ERE Mix.
Oh
It's
right,
up
is
on
it a
our
code
Discord.
thing?
Yeah, it's a free code.
So it's not going to come up if I look at this?
No, but if you look at it and then it's on the screen.
What if I just get the Discord up?
Yeah, you go to there,
Yeah.
and then I'll go to here on here. Ear
Okay.
on ear. Ear on ear.
So
Eye
this
on
is
eye.
this is Neutron 3 Elements.
It costs that much money.
So this is Isotopes. So this is really cool because if you get this for 111, but then you get it down to what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely free.
Does that mean you can have Neutron Elements and
No.
Oh.
If it's free,
That's
I
gotta
had
be a
this
paid
problem-
purchase,
yeah,
hasn't
it?
it?
Has to be a paid purchase. Oh, we were chatting too much in the free VST things. Now I don't know where it is. Oh no! I'm sorry. I think it was N3 is what it began with. Where are we?
Can't you search for it?
Yeah, that would be good. N3 ERE MIX. N3 ERE MIX. I'll drop that in our chat now.
Cool. We will put that in the chat and
N3.
we'll give it in the description as well, I guess.
Yep.
We'll drop that so that way you can get.
ERE.
So what this
MIX.
essentially means, as a paraphrase, as we like to do, of dealerhood, that sounded like way more like street than I meant it to.
Error. The voice is doubled. It's like a delay.
Oh God.
That's probably the two mics that are picking each other up.
Oh
and us
yeah, we
standing in the
must
middle
have.
of it.
Something horrible has happened beyond our control. Do you think it's because we've got speakers on? Something to do with that?
Nah, I'm just going to turn one mic off. And now we're just coming through that one. So I'll shout now.
Has that fixed it?
If I speak like Toast of London, Matthew Berry,
Which
and
is
you speak normally...
whereas I still should be over there. Right.
Oh, fuck it.
Get us in the chat and tell us if that's fixed the hyperdimension. It's because we read the incantation from the BPB article, and it was fine before.
I'll turn it up again then.
Wait. Yeah, what's going on?
Is that better? Who knows?
We're just running with it. You can have this hyperdimension. Especially, we start talking weird as well. Just slow it down.
If we can put VSTs in here, we'll just put the voice of God from Nectar in there.
Right.
Yeah, so
If
I
anyone
chucked
can
up
hear
there. N3 ERE mix, get elements for free.
Cool.
It's a channel mixer.
More faster refresh. Apparently the stream's got a little bit janky, but we'll forge on. This is still better than any other STONXCAST episode. So for paying £1, whatever it was for the Steam, you can get RX elements.
But if you add this to your basket, it looks like you're going to get elements for free. But when you put the code in and then you read the small print, you have to pay.
But what I'm saying is, if you spend the £1 on the paid product and get RX elements,
and RX and the thing you're actually buying.
So essentially, you're spending £1 to get
£300 worth of.
Well, no, I think it's more, isn't it? Because you get the possible upgrades as well. So you've got that.
I can still make out what you're saying fine.
Cool.
That's okay then.
Hello. Oh, he's back. Nice one. I feel like really panicked when Morph leaves.
He's gone. He's gone. It's gonna fall apart.
He's so much more together than us. Right. So yeah, big isotope things, and I think.
Yeah, two more, and then there was one. one more. And then there's another thing I wanted to talk about. Unfortunately, you've missed now, but we'll talk about it anyway because it's fucking mental.
Go on.
I'll wait for you to load this.
All
and
right.
do it after.
I was wondering if these were the reverbs that you were talking about, but are these different? 4 reverb plugins for free for PC.
No, I was talking about the TAL plugins.
Oh, cool. So this is different. So these look quite nice. I like a good chunk of reverbs, and what I find difficult to find, and I don't know why I found this difficult, was like I don't know if this is free because Synth Anatomy sometimes it costs. No, it's free. Cool. So this is free, and like specific things like plate reverbs, hall reverbs, unless you're looking through the presets of certain other reverbs, it's quite difficult to find freeware VSTs that just focus on the one.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's got a oh cool, yeah, you see Adam already knows about it. So are these decent?
Yeah, are they any good then?
Yeah.
You've used them.
Yeah. Tell us, man. So I like I looked for ages for a good freeware plate reverb for a certain specific effect on another chain. So it'd be nice to have that, and I like early reflection stuff as well. That's always quite a cool effect.
And native Linux support, which is a rarity. Well, there are more things coming up, but
We got a good chat, innit?
Yeah, we do.
Well done,
We have some
everyone.
lovely
Yeah,
people.
this
Thank
is
you
good.
very much.
Yeah, so should we play...
Look, he uses them on most things.
Ah.
So can't go wrong with that.
Well, should we play a little bit of magic from it?
Yeah.
It's 40... Why is it 41 minutes long?
Why not?
I just want to hear the reverbs.
Valdez says, I wonder where you get those plugins. Actually, I've installed these from...
Yeah, I'll try and find a bit where...
Let me hear you.
No, don't get your MacBook wet. They are not easy to fix. Watch Lewis Rossman if you need to know how to fix your wet MacBook.
Like
Alrighty. Now we have a bass guitar also.
We were there for
And this will remind you of a certain band.
Morph knows this guy. Well, has watched this guy.
So yeah, you got like one sound out of that.
Yeah.
As I just like tried to not get. I'm so frightened now. And that brings me very happily to the close of my VST section.
Cool. So before I go to the news section, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you've missed it.
Go
on. Guitar Center, the American.
Oh yeah.
They had Nectar 3, not Elements.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I didn't put it up because it wasn't still on.
Yeah, but it's worth talking
Yeah.
about. How do you, Nectar 3. $249, right?
Yeah, this
That
was
was up
interesting.
for $25 for 2 days. Like, no fucking idea why, no code or anything. It was just up there for $25. So I got that for 23 quid the other day, and we were all on the chat, and there's 3 of us that bought it, and we were all kind of sitting there like butt clenched, like, are they actually going to send us?
Yeah, it was like waiting.
And they did. It took them about 2 hours to do it, but yeah, 25 quid.
2 hours where they just fired the crap out of the person.
I wonder how many they sold, man.
Keith, you really need to stop taking Kevin in the job, man. Like, this is not okay.
This used to happen like all the time on video game websites and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's quite prolific.
When I worked at Computer Exchange, there was people that just made a living by buying stuff that had been put up wrong and selling it in.
Yeah,
it's like mad. So there's all of these awesome deals out and shit, but also just be looking all the time, guys. You just I can't believe I found that deal. Yeah, he dropped it in there for us, and they in our free VST deals, and yeah, you got to be on the lookout for these things. You just never know.
Shout out for dropping that in the Discord. That one.
Niblet of cheese. Users use a desktop piece of cheese for you. MP3. I bet Nectar's a good one for getting some cheesy vocal stuff. Like the Nectar Elements that we got in our producer bundle that we talked about last, at the beginning of March, April. They did their producer bundle. And the Nectar 3 Elements is pretty cool. It's got some like pitch correction and stuff in it. But the full Nectar 3 has all of their legacy stuff, which just has some of the dopest sounds in it. Like,
it's like huge voice modulation.
so you got it. You bought Nectar 3 sometime last month for like 70 odd quid, didn't you?
Yeah, it was down to like I got it with something else as well. I got like a package for 70 quid.
And that had it on it. And I thought I was like, oh shit, I'm real shame I missed out on that.
Yeah, you got. I think there was a time where you got like Nectar full and like one of the other elements or something maybe.
So I've just been using your version. Now I have my own version for $25. So I can't bloody complain at that. So yeah, that does it for the free VSTs. Now I get to press another macro, and then we're gonna have some fun with some news. So
I'm gonna go get myself a glass of water.
I can have a glass of water too, please. We could be talking about this while the intro is playing and no one can hear it. But let's do it instead. I'm gonna press 3 now, and we're gonna go to the news section. Breaking news! Jeff Bezos doesn't know if Twitch pays royalties to artists.
I stuck around.
Warner Music Group buys Instagram and TikTok media content company. And Spotify have obviously done something shit again. I should get some paper and be like, breaking news!
The guy from Spotify looks like the android that Jeff Bezos made.
I wouldn't be surprised. So we start off, Mr. Bezos, we're on your platform right now. You should probably know what the fuck's going on your platform, mate. Like, seriously. I saw this article and I was just like, dude, what?
Yeah.
So there was a big old fuck up at the beginning of lockdown. Twitch advertised themselves like, all you DJs, everyone that's like, can't do your gigs, come over here. And then everyone got banned because they were playing other people's music. And Twitch was like, yeah, no, you can't play other people's music. So
Oh, you can't do that.
no. So yeah, Jeff Bezos not sure whether Twitch pays royalty to artists, and the short answer is no, it doesn't. So Amazon-owned live streaming platform
Jeff,
Twitch.
I'll give you a rule of thumb. Right, if someone asks you if you pay it, you probably don't.
If they've had to ask,
Yeah.
chances are you
There's
don't.
any doubt in your mind, right? Trust me, the people around you are telling you the things you pay for. That's what you pay them for.
Yeah. So this is why people were getting banned, because it was just if you were paying royalties, then you could use their music.
Yeah.
But instead, they just had to ban people because they don't pay royalties.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have a shop and you play the radio, you have to pay for PRS.
Yeah.
Yeah, how nice it must be to be so rich you have no idea who you pay anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Just
that face.
look at the bemused bafflement on his face. Like, people have blood and they need water.
What?
No, we said we weren't going to do this.
So, Twitch doesn't pay licensing royalties. That might not be common knowledge, but it's public knowledge.
Yeah, it's accessible knowledge. Like,
Highlighted by last month's news that a number of prominent Twitch users were being threatened with having their accounts terminated after receiving copyright infringement notices for unlicensed music used in clips posted on their channels. So I find it funny that this didn't come out earlier, because when all the DJs were getting banned, I would have thought that would have been the time that other people would have whatever. So
everything takes a bit longer at the moment.
In order for Twitch to be protected under US safe harbour laws and not be liable for infringing user-generated content on its platform, Twitch is legally required to comply with Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
Oh, we've heard about
DMCA
this before.
takedown
Yeah. I thought they were a rap
rights holder. DMCA. Coronavirus lockdown drove streamers to Twitch in their multiples of millions, with hours watched on the platform increasing by 50% between March and April. By May, hours watched on the platform were up 101% year on year. What does this tell us? As Twitch's audience grows, rights holders are getting increasingly uncomfortable with their music being used in VOD clips published by users on the platform without the correct licenses. And rightly fucking so. Right? YouTube, they do all this. They've got it themselves. They've got their content ID system, which should do all of this. I suspect he knows, really. Of course he fucking does. No, I didn't know, guys. I didn't know. It wasn't me.
I'm just, I run a packaging company.
There's one person you might expect to be privy to Twitch's licenses arrangements, or their lack of. It's the gentleman who owns the parent company of the popular live streaming platform. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, whose company is Post Boozoo, acquired Twitch for a cool $970 million in 2014. Faced the House Judiciary Committee's antitrust hearing yesterday, July the 29th, along with, that wasn't yesterday, but yesterday from when they wrote this, along with three other big tech leaders, Apple and Google and Facebook. Whilst questioning Bezos, Congressman Kelly Armstrong, representative for North Dakota, cited last month's news of Twitch's multiple DMCA takedown requests and made the following observation: music can be used to drive revenue. Obviously there's a reason it's important now, and I'll talk about Twitch for a second. So if people are playing music that brings people to the platform, that music should be paid for, Adverts and films, they pay a lot of money to license.
It's out there doing its work.
Yeah, that's it. It's cheaper for big platforms to do what they like and then pay the fine, or more profitable, as Morph says. And yeah, it is, really, isn't it? Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Oh yeah. I mean that's unfortunately
That's
a very decent point. That affects the majority of large scale organisations. Is the fines aren't heavy enough to dent the profit.
Yeah, all they'll do is like.
It's how the mafia ran.
Yeah, well, it's the same fucking thing, isn't it?
Companies, mafia, it's a very similar thing.
So if Twitch is responding to DMCA notice and takedown requirements, should Twitch consider proactive licensing music instead of retroactively adhering to the notices? Yes, I think is the answer to that. And yes, Congressman, that's an important issue that we understand it, and we'll be back to your office on that. So it's like, yeah, I'll deal with it at some point.
Yeah.
Probably. He'll probably just cause some other thing to get people talking about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he controls the weather by this point. So
his apparent uncertainty about whether Twitch had licensed its music or not comes just 2 months after the platform's head of music, Mike Olson, who previously set up Pandora's artist market platform, told Rolling Stones that Twitch respects music right holders and we respect copyright.
Great.
But not enough to actually
you're not enough to give anyone any money.
To get the legal rights to play
these actually, like, people have really, like, companies have stopped trying, and I think they can do it to save money, and it's going to be the end of them.
Yeah. And again, look, the Mighty Atoms here saying that is the reason that they're so big and profitable.
Yeah.
You don't get money by helping out other people, you know?
No.
You
We
don't.
will never be billionaires no matter how successful we are, because I do not want to be.
Yeah, but, you know, you only get the billionaire status by fucking over millionaires.
Yeah, you have to become a wealth hoarder.
That's it. You need to, you know, it's not.
You're
it's not
actually,
right.
if you have £1 billion in the bank, you're actually taking away from other people.
This is something that positively benefited us. So, you know, we shit on all these people, but, you know, we've got to take your slice of the pie. The platform also recently partnered with SoundCloud to fast-track SoundCloud Pro, SoundCloud Premier, and repost creators directly to Twitch affiliate
SoundCloud
status.
Premier? What are they doing
That's if you want to give them even more money for their shit service. And launched a new Twitch channel called SoundCloud on Twitch, which SoundCloud describes as a home for all artists, creative and listeners to give us more money.
Amusing that SoundCloud would do some sort of deal with Twitch, being that they are a twitching wreck of a company.
But, you know, because we're SoundCloud Pro, we got smashed to affiliate straight away, you know?
Yeah, so thanks SoundCloud, thanks.
Thanks Twitch, thanks SoundCloud.
Thanks Twitch, thanks SoundCloud.
You know, it's Joe Boobos might be the leader of it all, but he doesn't know shit. He doesn't really do shit. He sits at the top taking the icing off the cake, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone else is making the cake. That's just what it is. Right, next up, Warner Music Group.
Oh, you did get a TikTok one.
Yeah, there's always a bit of fucking TikTok. TikTok's never-ending story. A never-ending TikTok, la 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 la. Warner Group Music buys Instagram and TikTok media content company IMGN. So there's a company that's been paying creators, or like it's happened on YouTube a while back. It's like they become the main rights holder for all of your stuff, and then they help push it and stuff. So Warner Music has acquired a media company who has influencers on TikTok and Instagram, because you've got to remember that any of these things that are influencer based are going to be infiltrated by the big companies.
Yes.
There's, you know, Jeff Boobos, his Instagram isn't going to be popping full of content that people actually want.
No.
So they need to pay younger people and make it look like, you know, whatever it is.
It's another relevance thing.
Warner Music has just announced it's acquiring IMGN Media, a company best known for creating shareable social media content, including memes and short videos. IMGN runs 10 channels across platforms like Instagram, Snapchat and TikTok. These channels include Daquan, who has over 6.5 million followers on TikTok and over 15 million on Instagram. IMGN's portfolio of channels span esports, gaming, entertainment, ASMR, and more. Can I grab a glass of water?
Yeah, sorry, I should have.
I'm going to talk so much that I'm going to start foaming at the mouth. They can't smell that, which is good.
You can.
Where was I? The company does a thing. Where are we? Blah, 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 blah. The company also owns AI Tech, which it says enables social content publishing at scale. IMGN, which bills itself as makers of youth culture, reportedly produces over 5,000 pieces of content each month. To generate revenue, IMGN has worked with commercial partners such as Microsoft, Burger King, and Electronic Arts. It says it creates branded content for today's most imaginative brands. You know, it's one of those things that's the new evil, really. Like advertising on TV, loads of people don't watch TV. You know, it's social media marketing. You've been taking courses to learn it. It is the whole new way, you know. So if Warner Media have bought this, they're going to be using this to have these 15 million followers. Expect to see them posting about Warner Music's artists, as if, you know, it's advertising that's disguised, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
And there's no point lying about
Subversive marketing.
That's it. So they'll be posting the latest whatever. They'll be posting the latest whatever, whoever's song, and being like, I'm listening to this.
Latest whatever.
That's it. So boom. This is one we were talking about last time, and now it's fully rolled out. Spotify has just moved over into Russia. So they've opened up their Russian servers, I suppose it would be, to actually do their traffic and stuff. And they've got 78 million Russians have got 6 months of free premium via a partnership with Telco MTS, which is a Russian telecom company. So expect to see some more Russians on our stats.
And a huge surge in hard base in the Spotify world.
Yeah, it is though. There's enough people that it's going to affect the charts. You know, got Spotify's charts at least.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
it's all right. We've got quite a decent Russian following.
you know, drum and bass and that kind of.
Oh yeah,
stuff
they love
that
it.
we do, they love it.
They love it. Davib and Encode are the best for it.
Yes. So it's not going to do a lot for their actual money because they're giving it away for free. But after the 6-month period,
it's that incentive thing.
Yeah,
and Spotify is one of those services that once I had premium, I did stick on it.
Yeah, exactly. You get your free few bits and then you leave it. So, yeah, the news of the tie-up comes just months after the streaming company launched in Russia and 12 other markets. So this is another thing that we'll get onto in a minute with Spotify. So last month it told us that Spotify will be partnering with MTS in Russia. So the partnership, which has 78.5 million subscribers at the end of Q1 2020, will see telco companies' entire subscriber base offered 6 months of Spotify Premium for free. After that, it'll be £2.30, $2.30 a month. So they're not going to see all...
That's cheap.
Yeah, but...
I bet £10.
Yeah, think about that. How much money that actually is that Spotify's taking, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which will be charged via their mobile account because it's linked with...
Yeah,
their telecom, so it'll just come out of their bill. I imagine there'll be some and you know, you get your add-ons or whatever. There'll be, if you're on a 12-monthly contract, you can pay for an add-on. It'll be a thing. DVD.
I see.
Russia was the fastest growing major market globally for the record industry in 2019, with a 50.3% revenue increase year on year, according to IFPI statistics. And I think this is an interesting one because Russia is a company with a lot of piracy because their laws are very different.
Yeah.
If you buy something in Russia, it's yours. There's no, you can't take this laptop apart. It still technically belongs to HP, and there's all that kind of bollocks in the Western world. But there's a lot of piracy because it's not really illegal. It's like, well, I bought this, I own it.
It's like grey area, isn't it?
A Belarusian friend is happy to have Spotify now. So yes, it's 12 other places. It is. Cuba, who can barely listen to music at all because of the markets. So yeah, this is the thing. There are places which are totally just locked out of of having free music. So in addition to Russia, Spotify launched in Albania, Belarus, Bosnia, Herzegovina.
Herzegovina.
Cool.
I think is it.
Croatia, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Moldova, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Russia, Serbia, Slovenia, and Ukraine. So that is a good thing.
Yeah.
That is a good thing. Music should be accessible. I'm totally up for that. It's just interesting that it's taken so long. We've had Spotify for years now.
Yeah.
Diddly-dee. We strive to work with strong partners around the world so our users get a first-class experience and listen to their favourite music anytime and on any device. Our first partners in the Russian market provide an opportunity for 78 million subscribers to get premium access to Spotify's music library, which features more than 60 million tracks and 4 billion playlists, as well as personalised recommendations for new music every day. So, yeah, that's cool. It's cool to see. Now, I'm just going to pull this up now. How would I find it? It was on change.org and it was Spotify pay. I'm shouting. Artists 1 cent. I didn't hit any macros. So this is a worthy cause that people should be signing. So you just read about all the new money that Spotify's making, right? And all the new things that they're doing. At the moment, they pay 0.04 cents per stream. And there was an interview with old matey CEO of Spotify last week, basically saying that artists should be able to shit out music like this and go fuck yourself if you have to pay a load of money for studio recordings. Basically what he said in so many words. Now for us, we do everything from our home studios and we are quite prolific with our releases. You know, we do release every month.
Yeah.
And we do manage to keep it quite on the cheap. But the amount of money we've spent compared to the amount of money we've earned on Spotify is pathetic.
Oh,
right?
God, yeah.
It totally is. So this is a worthwhile cause. You know, these petitions is always like, you're just signing a petition, like who really cares? But I think you should care.
Well, this has already got a lot of celebrity support. It could get some kind of traction.
Yes,
it doesn't feel
it's
as
not
futile
just
as
a
some.
grassroots movement.
Yeah.
So
it's funny because he looks like that in all his pictures. Like he just looks evil.
So this is the article to do with it. Spotify versus songwriters. Publishers remain confident that streaming platforms will be forced to increase royalties in the US. and then the fucking caveat is in the US, right? You're going to always try and do as little as possible. But a modicum of panic in songwriting circles emerged this week thanks to the news via a Billboard report that the likes of Amazon Music and Spotify have won a procedural victory in their appeal against mandated streaming pay rise for songwriters in the US. That pay rise was originally set 2 years ago when the US Copyright Royalty Board ruled that streaming royalty payouts for publishers and writers would rise by 44% plus in the States between 2018 and 2022. Billboard reported Saturday, August 8th, that in a setback for songwriters, the US Appeals Court had thrown out the rate structure cobbled together by a majority of the board's 3 judges. At the time of the report, the decision from the Appeals Court was sealed, meaning that we could get access to its finer details. It's just been unsealed, and they're here to explain why the situation is a more nuanced one than songwriters may have first feared. The US Court of Appeals decision, which you can read through here on the link, ticks off the Copyright Royalty Board's 3 judges for failing to give adequate notice or to sufficiently explain critical aspects of its decision making. Specifically, it said that CRB failed to provide adequate notice of the rate structure it adopted, failed to explain its rejection of past settlement agreements as a benchmark for rates going forward.
Oh, this sounds good.
And it never identified the source of its asserted authority to substantively redefine a material term. I mean, you can't just say we want more money and go, okay. You know, all this stuff has to be written in contractual legalese and put through all of the...
I think the issue with this, though, is there's still a generalised... there is still a generalised negative attitude towards musician as a job.
Yeah.
Like, people just... There are a certain subsect of people that still think if you're a musician, you literally just don't do anything all day. Except, like, don't wash your feet and play guitar. Like, and it's like, I wake up every morning and, like, I want to scream at those people. It's like, I'm literally up at 6 in the morning on the computer. Like, or it's like, it's the hardest I've ever worked. And I've worked as, like... Was that DistroKid? No, that was Spotify.
So DistroKid collect the money from Spotify.
They wouldn't have any direct control over the streaming rates, would they?
No, it's just what they keep.
They just pick bones.
They just pick the bones, yeah.
We shouldn't harsh out DistroKid. We don't pay all that much. Like, it's pretty good.
No, they've been alright to us so far. I do keep reading more things about other people not being happy. But,
yeah, me too.
No. Diddly-diddly-dee, all in royalty rates. So the percent of revenue and the percent of TCC. What's the TCC? Total
content
costs across records and publishing.
Yeah, so it just does that just show that everyone is operating at a loss?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully less of a loss as time goes on.
Yeah,
but
like
still a loss.
The gap is sort of slightly closing.
So, complicating matters, the CRB also ruled that each streaming service would either have to pay songwriters this headline rate, or if it resulted in a higher figure up to 26.2% of the total content costs across records publishing. This total content cost figure ruled that CRB will be uncapped from 2018 onwards, meaning the 26.2% can be of an unlimited figure. Crucially, it means that whatever the services pay record labels is tied to the amount they pay publishers.
Right.
The decision is one main reason for the current commotion. So it's fucky, basically.
Yeah, it's always fucky, isn't it?
Mighty Atom saying I couldn't do music for a living. I saw Ollie sit for hours. Too much, man. Not easy at all. And yeah, that is the thing. Like, if you just want to do music as a hobby, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
But you should still make money for that.
Yeah.
Like, you should still, if your music is out there and people are enjoying it,
you
should get something for it, even as a hobby.
Yeah, it should be every time you make a music. Every time you make a
music.
It's when I get passion. Every time you make music, it should be adding something to your monthly wage check. It just should be. It's content. They used to pay classical musicians were like gods.
Yeah, totally.
We're just bums.
It's a tricky one though, because like, okay, music is our main income, but it's not just music.
No.
This is the thing, like, your art is worth money.
Yeah.
That is the point, right? The majority of my income over my music career has come from teaching.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
It's teaching, yeah.
Teaching.
Merch.
Merch and teaching. And even like, what's it, Randy Blythe, the Lamb of God?
Yeah.
He even calls himself a travelling t-shirt.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's like one of the biggest metal bands in the world.
Exactly. He's a travelling t-shirt salesman.
I can imagine him
That's
still
what it is.
ringing up the geezer, just like, how many shirts did we sell at the end? It's like, Randy, thousands.
Yes!
You're very rich. I just wanted to make sure.
How much did Spotify give you? $10.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
That's
it.
kind of what I expected.
So, you know, but that is something that needs addressing. It totally is, man. Like,
Well, the problem is
because if you don't want it to be your full-time job, you're not going to be doing all these other things. You're not going to be able to, you know, we have about 7 or 8 different revenue
streams, yeah.
coming in, and they're all tiny, but they add up to be something that we can actually, you know, pay for advertising with and bring other artists on board. You know. Yeah, that's a good point here. Many classical musicians were also very poor though, and they didn't get famous until way later. It is true. It's
true enough. A
always
lot
been
of them live the. A lot of them live the sort of.
But this is the
poor
problem. You got the
to riches
struggling.
life, didn't
You got
they?
the struggling artist, the struggling musician.
Sure,
like,
we got an Instagram comment. That's why I'm checking.
that's all right. You know, we got the struggling artist thing, the struggling musician, but the fact that that is a stereotype is a problem. I think. You know.
Oh no! Someone's taking exception to our if 2020 was a drummer meme. I'll just like it and leave it.
So here's a mate we've been talking about a good few times. Hypnosis. You know, this guy's just buying everyone's like rights, buying everyone's catalogs.
Oh, this guy!
He's bought so much now. It's insane. It's just fucking unstoppable. And I'm just like, is he a supervillain or is he like?
He looks less supervillainy in this photo, actually.
So, the UK-based Hypnosis Song Fund, which on Tuesday, August the 11th, saw its market cap surge above 1 billion for the first time. It's just acquired the music royalty catalogue of American hip hop and R&B music producer No ID, aka Ernest Dion Wilson. Hypnosis has acquired 100% of the artist's worldwide copyrights and publishing royalties, including writers' share of income in the catalogue, which comprises of 273 songs. No ID has achieved success with artists including Kanye West, Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Usher, Rihanna, Common, Drake, and Ed Sheeran. So this Hypnosis dude is literally just like...
He's even got a supervillain name.
I know, what was it? I can't remember.
It's Hypnosis.
No, his actual name is like something really...
Oh, yeah! Wait, yeah, you got to find his name. It's great.
So what has he got? His song productions have collectively been streamed more than 7 billion times, and his catalogue includes some of the most successful songs of hip-hop culture. This is No ID. So all of the things that Hypnosis now owns, it's like 2 platinum certified Run This Town Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rihanna, 4 times platinum certified Holy Grail by Jay-Z. It's like, man, his back catalogue. And now that they have the rights to this, when you put them on adverts, when you do anything with them, Hypnosis is getting
he's
the
just got that net.
So like we said a minute
he's
ago,
just pulling it all in. I like this. I quite like it as
But like we said a minute ago, you only become a billionaire by making money off others, and that's exactly what he's done in like 6 months.
Yeah, but he's got a proper so he's doing the supervillain thing. Like all the photos are black and white. Like it's just great.
There he is, Mercury.
My name is Merc Mercuriadis.
I love it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm incorrectly. That's clearly.
That's the No ID.
I do apologise, No ID. That's why I thought you looked less supervillainy, because it was a totally different person who isn't a supervillain. This guy is still looking as supervillain. Go on, Merc. We love this. We love this, man. Like this look is strong.
But the thing is, like, he's not done anything wrong yet.
No.
So like, he's just honestly a really cool dude at this point. He's just getting everyone's rights.
It's just when he starts to control like water systems and the poison in them.
Yeah, we just don't know. We'll wait until that happens.
The problem is with the whole Spotify deal, just bringing you back to that once, is when a company is only beholden to its shareholders, the end user or employee is the one that is, by proxy, by design, meant to suffer.
Yeah.
So in a capitalistic society, unfortunately, Spotify have no incentive to help anyone who makes.
What are you going to do? Stop putting your music on it?
Yeah, what are you going to do? They've got by the scrotal.
You can see that all they're expanding to all these different places.
Yeah,
and
it really is only celebrity outcry and public mood that will swing this, because that's the only thing that can even slightly knock a profit-driven company off force. Because if
this is where someone like Merc could make a difference. Yeah. He goes, well, look at everything I own. I'm pulling it off Spotify.
Yeah, he could do. He could be looking for that kind of power to start And then he just grabs the guy from Spotify's head and
There can only be one bald supervillain round here.
You've been murked. I've been waiting to say that every time we talk about him. It's like, you have been murked.
So, yeah, loads more stuff about this, but yeah, you notice his share price has recently been boosted by the news that he's acquired catalogues and royalty streams for the likes of Rodney Darkchild Jenkins, Barry Manilow, Blondie's Debbie Harry and Chris Stein. He's like, boom. Last month he acquired a range of songs from Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Yeah, look, DIY till you die. Yeah, man, that's the way we've always been. You know, do it yourself.
Yeah, man.
Do it yourself.
Got to be.
So this is another one that I didn't hear anything about until I read the article, but apparently it's been thrown out. But Genius is they do.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
They do all the lyrics
Yeah.
and stuff like that. They've been trying to sue Google because Google have been unfairly taking their custom and stuff like that. So when you look for lyrics online, Google just gives them to you as like the first
Yeah, of course,
thing.
yeah.
And apparently that's unfair.
Yeah.
But the judge just said, I don't really give a fuck.
Judge has just been like, yeah, but Mr. Google just gave me all this cash, so.
So the lawsuit filed by lyrics
Where's the
platform
film where
Genius.
it's like $10 for a flip, 50 for a flop? I can't remember what that's off, but.
So last year they filed the case accusing the tech giant of unethical, unfair, and anti-competitive behaviour, and the federal judge just dismissed it.
The federal judge, like, I have golf in 10 minutes. Like, I don't give a crap about you.
So Genius claimed and its suits that defendants Google and Lyric Find have been caught red-handed misappropriating content from Genius's website, which they have exploited and continue to exploit for their own financial benefits and to Genius's financial detriment. And according to the judge, at the centre of the decision to direct the court to close the case, it was that Genius's claims preempted by the Copyright Act because at its core, the company is accusing Google of misappropriating content from its website, i.e. reproducing its work. However, Genius didn't actually sue Google for copyright infringement because it doesn't own the rights to the lyrics. Publishers and songwriters
Oh my
do.
lord, it's so...
This was like the whole thing with tabs back in the day.
Yeah,
And that went, it was like,
I remember the tab war.
the whole tab war. It's like, well, you can't sell the tabs. It's like, well, we're not selling the tabs.
Yeah.
Well, you should be selling the tabs. And if
Yeah,
you're selling the
yeah,
tabs, then we want money. It's like these
So
are
sell
being-
the tabs and give us money, but we
Yeah.
don't want to sell the tabs.
And so loads of tab websites
Yeah.
just disappeared. And then slowly-
MX tabs completely went for that. That was the first one I used, and I always liked it more than Guitar. Ultimate Guitar.
Ultimate Guitar is the one that's still going now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they obviously did whatever they needed to do. But there is a big fucking problem. Morph says part of Google's bigger grab of page views and retention time, news content being another area where Google are trying to stop click-throughs. That is the point, though, isn't it? They give you the information right there on Google's page, so you don't go through to what Google is meant to be linking you to.
Yeah, so they are essentially just completely destroying people's return of
And then
investment.
you look at all of these adverts on the side here. They can only charge money for these adverts because of the click-through rate onto the website. So if people aren't clicking the website, then they can't sell advertising. So it is directly taking money away from them.
I suppose they're
It
well
is.
within their right to complain.
I mean, even if Genius don't own the content, it's a fucky area. So started in June last year when Genius alleged that it was losing traffic to its site because the lyrics were being copied and then published by Google. And the allegations are made public in the Wall Street Journal, in which Genius claimed that it caught Google's stealing its lyrics by inserting a sequence of punctuations that spelt out red-handed when converted to Morse code.
Dope.
I love it. I love it when people.
I like that.
And then Lyric Find addressed the allegations in a blog post, also in June 2019, in which it conceded that its team may have unknowingly taken lyrics from a source that originally copied them from Genius.
Oh, really?
So they took them from someone who took them from someone.
Sorry, we're robbing some other dude. We didn't know it was you.
Like, they're making it sound like someone manually did that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
You trawled the website and stole everything off it. Stop trying to fucking hide your asses. Anyway, more Spotify. And this is another thing that I hadn't heard anything about, but ooh la la. Spotify's been busy with podcasts. We all knew about that.
Yeah,
They had Joe Rogan and all this stuff. But it hasn't given up on launching hardware.
Right.
Ooh. So it's been so long since we heard something about Spotify launching its own hardware, you might have assumed that the company just gave up on the idea. But no. According to a new job ad spotted by Music Business Week, Spotify is still chipping away at its own physical audio tech and is currently hiring for a new Stockholm-based head of hardware commercial development. So, you know, maybe they are a few years too late because, like, the iPod's gone now and everyone uses their phones, but...
I don't know what kind of... Unless they released, like, a Spotify watch or something.
Yeah, but then what, you just got your smartwatch that connected to your app anyway. Like, it seems dumb to me, but...
It would have to do something that you'd have to have. And what they might do is they might launch their own hardware with a particular version of their software on it.
So here it says, this is what it looks like. January last year, Financial Times reports suggested that Spotify was building an in-car music player in tandem with multinational hardware development company Flex. The report suggested that the device was scheduled for release later in the year. That was 2 years ago. In May 2019, Spotify published a blog post in which it revealed it was indeed testing a voice-controlled in-car audio device in the US called the Car Thing. Well done, Spotify.
I just don't understand. Like, because they would have been a marketing meeting or something.
Yeah, there is. Morph just said there's still a market for dedicated music players. Yeah, there is, but not much of one, I would argue. Like, I don't know. The person would join the ad. The person would join what the ad described as the car mountain bet, and would be required to work to create frictionless and innovative Spotify experiences via hardware products. Spotify did not respond to the request for further information about what exactly the mysterious car mountain bet was. The UI designer and ad continued will work closely with our hardware technology and content teams to build end-user experiences for music and podcasts in order to deliver the optimal Spotify experience to millions of users. According to the new ad for Head of Hardware Commercial Development, the successful applicant will play a key role in defining Spotify's commercial hardware strategy. They'll also be required to lead implementation pricing framework with internal teams and partners. The person will also need to have at least 5 years work experience in business development positions or pricing of consumer products, 5 years. Hands-on experience in business modelling as well as a history of strong leadership in driving commercial development. So, you know, they're pushing it hard. They're trying to, whatever they do, they're going to try and do it. Whatever they're doing. So, it's an interesting one. Not something that I would have because I don't have a car, but...
this looks like you shouting about hove Moses again.
Yeah, so this was the other part. So, because we've not been around for 2 weeks, that first article was from 2 weeks ago, and the latest one from the other day is last month we wrote about Bezos didn't know whether Twitch were paying them.
Last month? Wasn't that at the start of this podcast?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We had 2 weeks because we missed 2 weeks.
Sorry.
So that was from last month.
I get tired towards the end of these.
Facing the House Judiciary's Committee antitrust hearing on July 29th, along with 3 other big tech leaders, diddly-diddly-dee, the understanding, this is basically exactly what we just said a minute ago, the understanding is that Twitch allows users to stream music but does not license the music. So he was going to have to ask that I could get back to you, and then he said, I don't know when I'll get back to you. So
no, I think it was, I don't know the answer to the question, not... Oh wait, did it say?
I'm going to have to get back to your office with the answer to that question because
I
don't know. I don't know. They don't pay licensing royalties for records played in its service. In June, a number of prompted beavers were threatened. In order for Twitch to be protected, diddly-dee, it's almost exactly the same article, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go, here's the next bit. In a letter sent to Bezos on August the 10th and obtained by Music Business Weekly, ARA states that it is appalled by Bezos' inability or unwillingness to answer even the most basic question about Twitch's practices. The letter adds, as Twitch uses music to grow its audience and shape its brand, the company owes creators more than willful blindness and vague platitudes.
So we get in this world these days.
Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? So for others, it's the difference between being able to work as an artist or having to give up a lifetime of dreams. I mean, it's a bit harsh, but it's kind of also the case.
I feel like I've already given up a lifetime's worth of dreams.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing with Spotify and with Twitch. You know, it's all a prevalent problem in the industry, and especially now that the industry's been fucking shafted by COVID. When I was cycling here, I was chatting to someone on the boats, and they were they do the same as Ian. They do that kind of work. They were working on Rod Stewart. All right, oi. Rod Stewart, The Who. There was a bunch of gigs that they were meant to be doing stagehands for.
Yeah.
And they were cancelled.
So yeah, well, that's it, isn't it?
It's not just our livelihoods as musicians. The entire industry has been shafted.
Any kind of peripheral work or any kind of... It's horrible for a lot of people.
You know, this does need to be dealt with, not just for our sake, but for the entire industry's sake.
Yeah.
So a letter was sent to Bezos. You can read the whole letter here. Basically, they're just saying, fuck you, you should at least know what's going on. And when we ask you to fix it, you should be able to say, here's some ways we can fix it, rather than just saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair enough.
Could you care more?
Yeah, at least care some. And then this is something I thought was quite interesting.
Is this your round-off piece?
This is my round-off. This is my last one. I thought it was quite interesting. 88.4% of videos on YouTube generate fewer than 1,000 views.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, that's how difficult it's become.
Like,
to poke through in the madness.
So my best performing, I think, was Beat Repeat, and that's got 600 views at the moment. So all of our videos, apart from Banging the Mindset, because they've been up the longest, they've had the longest time to accumulate views, have less than 1,000 views.
Yeah.
That is just what it is. So PEX, the LA-based analytics firm that monitors social networks worldwide, has published analysis of the state of YouTube for 2019 as an update to its 2018 report. In 2018, PEX found that less than 1%, only 0.64 of all videos on YouTube are ever viewed more than 100,000 times.
It's as bad as being a Spotify, isn't it?
That figure did not cross the 1% mark in 2019, with just 0.77% of videos ever reaching more than 100,000 views. Breaking down PEX's analysis even further reveals that the majority of YouTube videos, 88.4%, generated fewer than 1,000 views. All data published by PEX is based on performance of all publicly available videos as of December 31st.
Oh, you get to an interesting bit there.
Yeah, I didn't mean to go flying.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bearing thing.
Elsewhere in the report, PEX knows that music became more valuable on YouTube last year. As previously reported by Music Business, back in April, despite making up just 5% of all content on the platform, music actually accounted for 22% of all views. See below, 2% increase from 2018. The entertainment category, meanwhile, accounted for 10%, people and blogs 21%, I see a lot of bloggers, vloggers on there. Gaming 37%, I mean, same as Twitch, it's like that's the prevalent thing, Let's Plays and stuff. And 19% being other, while film and animation also accounted for 5%. So I imagine in the early days, animation, it was all I watched on YouTube, was animation. There really wasn't many vlogs and stuff. No. People didn't have good cameras.
Yeah. The rise of the YouTuber came way later than YouTube itself.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of like Dicky phone content, like someone falling over and stuff. It was just stupid frames.
That chav kicking through that wall.
Oh, mate, I swear that was somewhere around here.
That was Origin stuff.
So music was also responsible for 83% of videos exceeding 1 billion views on the platform.
Oh, yes, but I am still poor.
Yeah, but YouTube do pay more than Spotify. So we do have our YouTube topics. We've got Stonx, Ashimura and Score Unknown, So there are ways to be monetized with your music on YouTube without having to go through the rigmarole of getting a monetized channel. So that is something that is interesting. And clearly YouTube are doing something right. That's why Spotify are moving into music videos. Facebook are doing their videos. Instagram TV, there's clearly a market there that other people are trying to get.
The second wave video renaissance.
Yeah, we don't know. So
who knows?
MTV, the death of MTV was definitely a big death to music videos. And
nothing ever really replaced it.
No, apart from YouTube is where music videos go now, right? That is where they go.
Well, that's true for the music videos.
If you're going to spend millions of pounds on a music video, where's it going to be played? YouTube. That's like literally it. Which is interesting, really. Like, you wouldn't think of it as a music TV platform, but evidently it is.
Look at that.
So less than 1,000 views, and then 0.7% of videos are in that range. Crazy, isn't it? 1 billion plus. Very, very little amount. But I imagine 1 million to 10 million, and a lot of the Beyonce videos and all these, big pop, they're definitely in that 1 million, 10 million.
I mean, that graph just looks like it's impossible to get above 1 million views or 10 million views.
100 to 1 million, 100,000 to 1 million.
Yeah,
that seems like the real cut-off. But I've definitely seen videos over 1 million, but they're always from the same creators. There are a very small group of creators that have constant viral videos.
Yeah, monopoly over.
Digging deeper into music share of views on the platform tells us the following: for the 10 to 100 million and 100 million to 1 billion viewer tiers, music has the largest share of total videos, with 30% and 57% share of those two tiers respectively. In comparison, for the same view tiers, entertainment comes in second place with 25 and 17%. In terms of views per video, music is the platform's #1 category because they're short videos, it's repetitive stuff, you know, it's what you want.
Super marketable.
I think a lot of people use YouTube just to listen to the music. They're not even watching the video. It's just on in the background.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that. Just playlist on.
Yeah. So look, music, the orange one, that takes up the biggest chunk of 1 billion plus. The biggest chunk of 100 million to 1 billion. I think the biggest chunk there, again, that's bigger than entertainment, only just, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the 1 million to 10 million is when entertainment and others start taking hold. And then...
Oh, sorry, I've got the live stream
sleeps. That's all right. People and blogs, you're going to make me yawn. People and blogs also consider that these territories without Spotify access, they use YouTube. That's an interesting one. Yeah, so all these places that Spotify's just gone to,
it's prevalent in places that Spotify can't reach.
So we could expect to see these figures go down, but I'd still say that music is going to be the top viewer tiers for that. For these same reasons, people use it as a music.
There's going to be
service.
a huge influx of released music soon as well. It's going to be like the wave of babies.
Yep. So gaming on the way to becoming the majority of the platform's content. I'd say for years that's been the case. The gaming YouTubers seem to be some of the bigger ones, right?
Yeah.
The biggest YouTuber, PewDiePie, even though he doesn't do much gaming anymore, it was a gaming channel.
Origin gaming channel.
It's a gaming channel. He still does Gaming Week once a year.
Right. We've done this quite well. Look, if we round off now, that's what the actual thing said until 16:30, didn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's an improvement as well.
So other platforms like TikTok have become more and more popular. YouTube remains the dominant video platform and continues to grow, with the number of uploads per user still increasing in 2019. So
that's interesting. Adam said he'd buy content off YouTube if it came on like a vinyl or something. Is that what he's saying?
So YouTube's
I'd
started as just home videos, so a lot of content's crap. I use YouTube for music. I can't find other places, and I'd even buy it if I could, as I like physical copies like CD or vinyl. Yeah, that is interesting actually. There is a lot of stuff on YouTube that's like not by the artist and just been found by someone else and re-uploaded. And Fabric Live 37, that's like one of the best fabrics. Origins of dubstep. You can't find it anywhere. It's like it's gone. It's gone from the internet. And then someone's uploaded it, and their channel is called "I fucking love Fabric Live 37." It's the name of their channel.
Dude who loves Fabric Live.
It's like madness, isn't it?
I had it in my head for years that it was 36, but it's
is it
not.
36? Maybe it's 37.
No, I think it is 36.
Right, so look, I can press this button now. Hold up, look. Boom. And now we're full screen again for the outro. Right,
hello.
that makes sense. So we can talk some shit.
So welcome to the new format of STONXCAST, which we hope is slightly better. I don't know if the audio is. Leveling is for weaklings.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. We might come in with the. The problem is, and this is be a problem we both have. If we load a compressor in, we'll load Nectar into it, and then we'll just put God voice on both of us. I know we will do that.
And we'll just end up having too much fun.
But we managed to limp our way through the sections. There was only one bit where the screen
palm to things.
Don't palm macro by number one. But I think we've covered everything that we need to cover. Should we give him a round of what we're doing at the moment?
What's going on at the moment? Is Carl's release this week?
So yes.
It is,
No, it's not this week. It's the Monday of next.
Is it Monday or is it Friday?
I thought it was Monday.
24th. How many days away is that?
Let's work out when we release music.
Yeah, next Monday.
Yeah, so it's next Monday.
We'll have another Stonxcast.
So we'll
talk about it anyway.
Yeah, we are a week tomorrow for our release of our new artist, Atlantis Dies. Shout out if you're listening, although we never tell you about this, we need to. So we've got his new EP called Caraseed Dreams, which is all based around some sort of fantasy book where they seem to take... Yeah, it's Robin Hobb, the Fitz and the Fool. And they all seem to take vast quantities of narcotics. I'm not sure how much throughout, but it does seem to be at least mentioned. So we...
it's a kind of nice, chill out...
Yeah, it's a bit of a concept. It's really interesting because it counterplays to sort of the feel of the book, but in quite a nice way. So we've been drumming up content for that. I have...
Track 2 has got Adam Bullpit. I don't know who he is, but he does sing
good.
vocals.
Yeah, he's really good.
That fucking song's stuck in my head.
And
now that we're talking about it, that song's stuck in my head again.
That is coming out as a free download early access release on Monday. So so if you follow Atlantis Dies, basically you click through to the Hyper edit, you follow Atlantis Dies on SoundCloud.
And then, if you follow his SoundCloud, you get the first, you get the first single from the album for free as a free download. And then we've got a preview up on his SoundCloud as well, which previews all 4 of the songs, not in the right order to keep you guessing. Ooh. So that is Seed Dreams in a nutshell, coming out on the 24th. We have plans for, we're going to slightly diversify a little bit. We're going to be pulling, we talked about doing that. Yeah, we could.
The social thing.
Are we? What other, actually dividing? We're going to be moving, keeping our current Stonx socials as the Stonx Media, and then we'll be looking to have a Stonx Artist channel, and then we don't know what we're doing about solo project channels yet either. Score's already got one, Ashton doesn't need one at the moment. But we are going to be
I just feel like,
compartmentalising a little bit to save confusion in our socials, because we had a couple of mentions that is sometimes a little bit difficult to work out exactly what we do.
We didn't think it was confusing, but we've been there since the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. So
we contacted some social media...
and a couple of them
what
recommended that we compartmentalise their sort of social media gurus. They're on Fiverr, basically. As are we.
Said it's a little confusing, and I suppose I
agree. We understand.
Stonx Music, then there's the artist Stonx, but then Stonx Music should really be Stonx Media.
Yeah. So what we, as a work in progress, I think we're going to switch up to the main company being called Stonx Media, which encompasses all our YouTube content,
all the tutorials,
merchandising, all of that. And then we're going to have separate artists to keep you informed about the artists. So we'll have separate artwork for all of that. It'll be interesting. We're going to leave that until after the Atlantis Dies release, so we're going to keep everything nice and cohesive.
We'll focus on Carl's release and then...
But in essence, we also have loads of other tunes. We've got collaborations going on with people in our Discord, which is always growing, chat.stonx.co.uk if you're not in it already.
Get in there.
Get in there. It seems it's a really nice environment still. It's really nice, growing all the time, and some of the founding sort of people that came into it have become really active now, and they're really helping us out. So thank you guys. Big shout out for that.
Yeah, we're all trading.
It wouldn't be the Discord without you, basically. So thank you.
I mean, if it wasn't for Highest Up, we wouldn't have found that nectar. He just got that in the other day. So
that's true.
It's not just about...
So thank you for the work you're doing for our community as well.
It's not just
really appreciate it, man.
Don't think like, I'll be taking information I don't know. It's like, nah, come in, ask questions. Like just having people around, being able to chat to like-minded people.
We're never going to bawl at you. It's the nicest thing we do is opening up that Discord every morning and see people in there just enjoying themselves and chatting about music. Like if we can create that space for people, we've still not had to do any rules really. Everyone's good as gold.
Yeah.
We're really happy with it. So please do check us out at chat.stonx.co.uk. The website is stonx.co.uk.
YouTube, we've got 2 videos a week.
You want to plug?
YouTube, we've got 2 videos a week. I'm still reading through the Ableton manual, so that's on Wednesdays and Fridays. So next video is drum bus. And then I don't know what's after that. Can't remember. Wednesday we're talking about drum bus.
So we are essentially looking to unlock all of Ableton for you if you're not a particularly reading-based learner. Really, we want to make sure. We want to stop people telling you to read the manual.
Read the fucking manual! Don't worry, I'll read the manual.
Yeah, we'll read it for you, and we'll sort you out with our knowledge that comes along with it as well.
I did get a message this morning from someone.
We just had someone turn up. We're right at the end as well.
Globber Glab. Thanks, Globber Glab.
Woohoo! How's it going, man? We're right at the end. Apologies, but we will round up in style for you.
So but I had someone message me this morning. I got up and they said on the YouTube. I tried to download the project file and it didn't work, so I've been using Anon file, and something's fucked up with that, so I've now put it all on the Google Drive and re-updated all the links. So if anyone had any problems downloading my project files from the YouTube tutorials, they've all been updated, so you should be able to get them now, no problem.
If anyone's been having any issues with any of our redirects on Safari, there's not much we can do about it now, but with the website revamp we might be able to sort that out. It's some bizarre
HTTPS
it's a security verse issue because obviously all the websites we use are secure, but the redirect
the redirects are HTTP and some things, like if I was to put a link on the Twitch chat now, it would automatically go to HTTPS unless you
which throws you up a warning that you have to proceed through, which most people don't want to go through.
Most people think it's broken.
So if that is happening on Safari, don't worry. We're not actually up to anything dodgy. It's just a weird HTTPS versus HTTP thing, and Safari automatically puts one of them in, doesn't it?
It puts the S in.
And we don't need it for the redirect.
But we should be able to fix that when we fix the website. So
exactly. So hopefully with the revamp that should be okay. I think your phone's about to run out of battery as well.
It's all good. It's all good.
Fantastic. So, anything else you want to say?
No, thank you for tuning in to season 2.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it's
This
been a
has
little
been
bit better. It
Ricky
might not
back.
have been perfect, but I think
I
we've
think there was only
moved
one
on.
small error, so
We'll watch it back now and realise that it was just
there was
terrible.
no audio.
Yeah, no
The whole
audio.
thing was fucked.
No audio. Somehow I've got a filter on me like I'm
No,
a
there must be
Nazi.
audio because people have spoken to
Yeah,
us
we've
back.
spoken to people. It's been interactive. It's been great. You guys have been great. This has been fun.
So we've got our little intros for those little bits, and now we've got another new thing. I'm going to press one more macro to send us out. So thanks for episode 1, season 2.
It has been a beauty.
We love you all, and we'll
We
catch
love
you
you
up
all.
next
Thank
week.
you for all the support. You guys are great.
Bye.